Hello, thank you for watching this YouTube video today. This is Namtro with Namtro Gaming, and today we'll be going over the skill Arctic Breath and how to make it more useful for you. Arctic Breath is a skill that is affected by area effect, projectile, spell, duration, and cold. So anything that affects any of those will affect Arctic Breath. So cold damage would affect it, elemental damage would affect it, projectile damage would affect it, anything that would support projectiles like lesser multiple projectile, chain, and whatnot would affect it, and also spell damage would affect it, and duration increases how long the ice path lasts for it. So as you see here, if I use the skill, it leaves an ice path on the ground as it travels. Once it hits an area, it blows up, leaving basically an ice patch. And that ice patch lasts depending on the duration of it. And level 1, it's only a 0.88 duration, but you know, as you level and stuff, that will actually be going up. So. And that's one thing to note. The other thing to note too is the duration. The quality increases the skill's effect duration, meaning increases the ice on the ground. So how long this lasts will increase with levels and with quality. So just one thing to note. It can be supported with a variety of different support gems, and I was going to go over a couple of those with you today. One of the support gems that can be a little popular is you could do lesser multiple projectile. Lesser multiple projectile lets you basically kind of shotgun with the skill. When you use it, close up range, you'll hit somebody with all three of them, being a very, very interesting effect. And not only that, from longer range, it also does considerable damage. Just to note, this is only level 1 right now, so I mean it's gonna lack a little bit of damage at first, but that's fine. The other thing to note with the skill too is as it travels, it will hit any doodad that it comes across. So if there's like a little obstacle in the way, like I almost want to say something over here would do it, but I have to find something specific. But yeah, basically any obstacle that's on the ground that other projectiles can fly over, this spell actually can't really fly over it. It actually hits most obstacles on the ground, making it a skill that kind of suffers from those things, because it makes it a little harder to use in that sense. But you know that. The skill actually ends up doing a decent amount of damage and makes up for it in other ways. So, there's that. The other skill gems that you could support it with too is you could also do stuff like, trap. Trap would let you throw it, and you'd basically throw the trap, and wherever it lands, you could shotgun them with the trap. It would be kind of effective. I mean, just doing it right here, you could see that it's an interesting way, and also it would also let you get across those obstacles if you really wanted to, which is kind of cool. The other thing to note is you could also do a variety of other ones as well. Another combination you could do too, let's get these out of here so we can actually mess around with it. You could also do stuff like increased area effect. Increased area effect would boost the area of the skill itself. The gem's only level 1, so it's a little hard to notice, but I mean, you get the idea. You could do that to boost that. I don't know if I'd fully recommend it. The concentrated effect gem, I believe, would also have effect on it too. So there's also the concentrated effect, but the range of it is kind of low to begin with. So, but as you could see there, this guy was hit by the initial one, and then this guy was hit by the area effect. So the conc effect actually works all right, but I don't know if I would suggest it myself. You could do added chaos. Added chaos would provide an extra bit of damage that would also not only does it add an extra bit of damage, but it adds a bit of damage that's can't be reflected towards you, which is also pretty nice. The other thing you could do too is you could do like crit damage if you're doing a crit build with like power charge and critical. You could do added lightning if you're going for shock chance. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do with this skill. There's also like if you did faster casting with echo, making it kind of more of a shotgun barrage spell. Otherwise, I think you could also make it chain too. So just with the Mjolnir to show you the chain, you could take and launch one, and it launches it to a couple different areas, which is kind of nice. It's a little hard to see, but yeah. The thing to note though, when you do chain, the area effect where it lands, it's kind of hard to see in here because it's kind of tight. Where it first lands, actually, it seems kind of sporadic, but basically, the ice patch only will explode once, no matter what. So you would not see it. It looks like it where the last target it hits is where the ice patch lands. So that's one thing to note if you do use chain. I don't know if I'd recommend chain, but it is something you could do. Otherwise, yeah, there's not really much else with the skill I would do. You could, of course, do cold penetration, iron will if you had a really high strength build. But yeah, the other things you can do with the skill too is you can come up here. There's breath of rhyme. These duration nodes right here, freeze duration and chill duration, would all affect it. It's if you were going for some kind of slow CC build, you could also do duration nodes down here. The skill duration nodes would allow you to make that the ice trail last longer. Cold damage, of course, will always scale the damage up higher, granting a bigger bonus to your damage. You could always do spell damage. Blast radius and the area effect nodes and the Templar area effects would also increase the damage and increase basically the area of the damage that when it explodes and the area of the ice trail. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching the video, and I hope you guys have a classy day.